A throne of grace. Our ever-gracious God and Father has made loving provision, by the throne of grace, to meet the weaknesses and supply the needs of His children here below. Read Hebrews 4 verses 14 to 16. Having then a great high priest, who hath passed through the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast our confession. For we have not a high priest that cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but one that hath been in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore draw near with boldness unto the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy, and may find grace to help us in time of need. R.V. Infirmity is feebleness, failing, a want of strength. In itself, it is not sinful. The Apostle Paul, in referring to Christ's strength being made perfect in his, Paul's, weakness, says, Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities. How could he glory in them if they were besetting sins? Sin calls for punishment, infirmity appeals for help. Our great high priest is touched with the feeling of our infirmities, for in all points he was tested as we are, sin apart. He became a real man, with human feelings and sympathies, but with this difference, in him was no sin and he knew no sin, 1 John 3 verse 5, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 21. As the man Christ Jesus, he could feel tired with a journey, could feel the discomfort of his surroundings, understood the pang of hunger and thirst, knew the feeling of loneliness, wept at the grave of a loved one, felt the sharp arrows of criticism and false imputation, experienced the relentless opposition of Satan. In short, he was no stranger to all that goes to make up human experiences of life, right well knowing its varied trials and sorrows. He could never break down, whatever the test, and his perfect knowledge of our every circumstance gives the fullest confidence in coming to him. He will not fail the least of us, but at our cry will hasten to assist, pouring his comforts into our soul, giving power to the faint and increasing strength to them that have no might. Isaiah 40 verse 29. Drawing near with boldness implies the speaking all one thinks, and that perfect love which casteth out fear, 1 John 4 verse 18, emboldens us to use all holy frankness. The mercy we shall receive means kindness, beneficence. In the Psalms where the word so often occurs it may be rendered loving kindness, as in the Newberry Bible. Mercy is not mercy for the past, but present kindness full of love, alleviating the suffering, cheering the tried, and strengthening the weak. The word grace is graciousness, and indicates a friendly willingness to help in time of need. Let us therefore draw near to this throne of grace, where there is abundant mercy for all the children of God, and we read, His mercy endureth forever, Psalms 107 verse 1. Then shall our mouth be filled with laughter and our tongue with singing as we come from the throne of grace, saying, The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad, Psalms 126 verses 2 to 3.